Hello everyone and welcome to Groovy Tech Academy. This is your host Abdul Majid Mario, and today we are going to learn how to comment a component in Mule 4, and we are also going to see a latest feature which is introduced in AnyPoint 7.12, which is comment feature, that is like a toggle comment. So in this tutorial we are going to experience the old approach and the new one as well. So let's get started. Let's create a new project. Let's name it comment component demo and press finish. Okay, so here we have our project created. So let's firstly create something. Let's create a listener. Let's get its configurations. Leave everything as a default. Press OK. To know more about this, how to configure this listener, you can refer to my previous videos. And the name of the API should be comment demo, right? Let's put something logger and say like entered into Groovy Tech Academy latest comment feature, and then let's put a request, and over here we will directly use an endpoint. So basically this is used to consume services, right? Listener is used to expose the services, and if you want to consume RESTful services, you can do that using this request component. So I have also created some tutorials regarding this component, so you can browse back to my previous videos. Okay, then finally put a logger. Okay, in the end of tutorial, and we will just print the payload. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's try to deploy it. Right click and run. Okay, let's wait a while. Okay, so I will just tell you how can we comment a component. Like for instance, here this is a component which we are just wanting to commit out. So the old approach was like right click on that, go into the XML of that component. This is I'm talking about the previous one, like before 7.12 version of AnyPoint platform, like AnyPoint Studio, how we used to comment the components. So we will just go to the XML. Over here you will select your component, whichever you want to commit out, and you will just press Control Shift and slash, right? That is the shortcut for making the comment, right? You can also look for another shortcut, or like you can use this AnyPoint source and automatic, like you can say like toggle comment, so it will automatically put, or you can even manually do that, like you can put these manually like this way, right? So either way you can comment the component. So you will just select the component and go in the source, toggle comment. So this is the old approach how we used to commit out some components. If we go there, okay, we don't see our component now. Okay, let's try to run this. Yes, our API is also deployed. Let's see what was the name of our API. Comment demo. Copy it. We will use Postman to call this service. Okay. So our local host is the local and the port is already here. So we will just put the service name, right? As it was a default deployed on 8081 port. Okay. We will try to make the request. Okay. So we just made our request and we got the payload in response, right? So this is the same payload which we are just calling here in the request, which we are just getting some JSON sample from this URI, right? So if you go in the logs, you can see like you have the payload and the initial print is okay in the end of Twitter, right? So that is this logo, which is here. So the one which we just commit out is no longer here. So that was the way we used to comment some component. Okay, now let's try to uncomment that. Okay, so this is the component. You can simply remove these. Now we will just focus like what was the purpose of innovating this new feature in AnyPoint 7.12. Like when we used to commit out some component, and mostly we used to have bulk of code here in the configuration XML. So sometime it happens like while opening or closing, we forgot to close the comment brackets, like comment syntax, that is incomplete. So that way our code is corrupted most of the times. So it is always better to go for automated comment rather than manually doing this. So let's try to remove this for now. Okay. So we have our component restored, right? If we try to run this and see, let me remove the payload. It is creating a huge data in the payload. Okay. Let's clear the logs. Yeah, API is updated. Let's try to hit it again. Okay. Now go in the comment and see in the console. You can see like entered into Groovy Tech Academy latest comment feature. So that was this one we just restored. Okay. Now let's jump onto the latest feature of AnyPoint Studio. You can achieve that manual commit out thing by just going here, right click on the component, and you can just simply toggle it. This way you can apparently have a visual like which component I have commit out. Or if you are working in an organization and multiple people are working, so they can also sense like, okay, this component is temporary commit out, or someone has just commit out this section, right? So it makes a better sense. So always now, since after using the latest, try to use this feature. So furthermore, we will try to run this and see if everything's looking good. Let's wait, it is being redeployed, and let's try to hit it again. Okay, now you can see only one comment which is in the end. Okay, so this is commit out. It's not been read by the executions, and you can undo this by just going on the right click and hit the toggle again, so it is restored. So that was regarding this new feature. And yeah, furthermore, it is not limited to some components. You can also like for instance, let's create a subflow here and put some component to that, like for instance this logger. And like for instance, we have the scenario, we have multiple flows in our project, in our API. So you can by this feature you can uh, commit out the entire flow as well. Like right click, toggle commit, now the entire flow is commit out. So this was all, folks. Stay tuned for latest feature which we are getting in the new upcoming versions of AnyPoint platform studio. So please like, share, and do subscribe on my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.